Life and death are deeply misunderstood concepts, especially when viewed from a spiritual lens. Many believe that the physical body is integral to our existence. However, this perspective shifts when one attains true spiritual enlightenment. Let's explore why your body is ultimately unnecessary after you reach this level of awareness, drawing wisdom from ancient texts like the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Upanishads, and the Emerald Tablets of Tahuti. When you truly awaken, you realize that your existence is not bound by your body. This physical form is a temporary vessel, a vehicle you're using for a specific purpose. Your real self, your eternal consciousness, exists beyond this body. Every experience, every challenge in this life, is designed to help you grow as a soul. But ultimately, you are meant to transcend this body, to recognize your true nature as pure awareness. Imagine for a moment the freedom that comes with this realization. When you no longer identify with your body, when you see it for what it is, a tool, you begin to experience life in a different way. Your body may face pain, suffering, and eventual death, but you, as the soul, remain untouched by these experiences. You exist beyond them, beyond the limitations of the physical world. This is not just a comforting thought, it's a fundamental truth. Many spiritual traditions speak of this truth. The Tibetan Book of the Dead describes the Bardo state, where consciousness exists without a physical form. The Upanishads teach that our Atman, our true self, is eternal and unchanging. And the teachings of Tahuti remind us that we are souls on a journey, growing and evolving with each lifetime. All of these teachings point to the same reality: the body is temporary, but the soul is eternal. In meditation and spiritual practice, you can begin to experience this truth for yourself. Try it now, sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice the sensations in your body, but then ask yourself, who is observing these sensations? That awareness. The observer is your true self. It's not limited by the body or the mind. It remains constant, unchanging, and eternal. As you deepen your practice, you'll start to recognize this awareness more and more in your daily life. You'll begin to see that the challenges you face, the emotions you feel, and the thoughts that pass through your mind are all temporary. They come and go, but the awareness observing them remains the same. This is your true nature, pure, boundless consciousness. Now, let's talk about liberation. In many traditions, liberation is seen as the ultimate goal. It's the moment when you break free from the cycle of birth and death, from the limitations of the physical body. This is not just a metaphorical concept, it's a real state of being that you can achieve. When you realize your true nature, you're no longer compelled to take on another physical body. You have the choice to remain in formless realms of pure consciousness or to take rebirth if you wish to continue your spiritual journey. This idea of liberation is central to many ancient teachings. The Upanishads, for example, speak of moksha, or freedom from the cycle of reincarnation. The Tibetan Book of the Dead explains how consciousness can move through different states after death, offering opportunities for liberation. And Tahuti's teachings remind us that we, as souls, are on a path of evolution, growing brighter with each lifetime until we reach full awareness. But here's the key: you don't have to wait until death to experience this liberation. You can start to experience it now, in this lifetime. Through meditation, self-inquiry, and spiritual practice, you can begin to recognize your true nature. You can break free from the identification with your body and mind and start living as the soul. The eternal consciousness that you are, every moment is an opportunity to deepen this awareness. Every challenge you face, every emotion you feel, is a chance to remind yourself that you are not your body, not your mind, but the eternal consciousness observing it all. With each breath, you can feel yourself expanding, moving beyond the limitations of the physical form, connecting with the vast, boundless awareness that is your true self. as you continue on this path, you'll start to see life differently. You'll begin to understand that everything in this physical world is temporary, and that the real you, the soul, is eternal. This realization will transform the way you live, the way you face challenges, and the way you experience joy and pain. You'll no longer be bound by the fear of death, because you'll know that death is just a transition, a shedding of the body, while your consciousness continues on its eternal journey. As you journey deeper into this understanding, life begins to take on new meaning. Each day, each interaction, becomes a part of your soul's evolution. When you face challenges, you'll start to see them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. You'll understand that these moments are not here to break you, but to awaken you further to your true nature. When you interact with others, you'll start to recognize the same divine consciousness within them. Just as you are not merely your body, they too are souls on their own unique journeys. This realization brings compassion and patience into your relationships. You see beyond the surface-level differences, the conflicts, and the egos, and connect on a deeper, spiritual level. This shift in perspective doesn't mean that challenges disappear, it means you handle them differently. You might still experience pain, loss, or frustration, but you'll no longer be trapped by these emotions. Instead, you'll observe them, knowing they're part of the human experience. You'll feel them fully, but you won't identify with them. You'll remain grounded in your awareness, knowing that, as the eternal soul, you are beyond all suffering. This detachment doesn't lead to apathy. In fact, it's the opposite. As you step more into your soul's awareness, you begin to live with greater purpose. You realize that your time in this body is limited, so you want to make the most of it. You become more present, more engaged, and more committed to living in alignment with your higher self. Think of your body and mind as tools given to you for this life. They are your instruments for creating, learning, and contributing to the world. But they are not who you are. When you stop identifying with them, you gain a certain mastery over them. You no longer allow the mind to run your life with its fears, anxieties, and desires. Instead, you use the mind consciously, as a tool for growth, reflection, and creativity. This is where true empowerment lies. When you operate from the awareness that you are a soul, your choices shift. You become more intentional about how you spend your time, what you focus on, and the energy you bring into the world. You recognize that every thought, word, and action carries a vibration, and you begin to live in a way that elevates your consciousness and the consciousness of those around you. The idea of letting go and letting God starts to make perfect sense. When you stop trying to control everything from the limited perspective of the ego, you open yourself up to a higher wisdom. You begin to trust that the universe, or God, has a divine plan for you, one that is unfolding in perfect timing. This trust allows you to surrender to the flow of life, knowing that even the challenges you face are part of a greater purpose. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing your attachment to outcomes and trusting that whatever happens is for your highest good. When you're in tune with your soul, you can feel this truth on a deep level. You're no longer pulled in a million directions by the desires of the ego. Instead, you're guided by your inner wisdom, by the divine spark within you that knows exactly what you need in every moment, and this is where true peace comes in. It's not the kind of peace that depends on everything in your life being perfect. It's a deeper peace. One that comes from knowing that you are always exactly where you need to be. Even in the midst of chaos, even when things seem uncertain, you remain grounded in the truth of who you are. This inner peace becomes your anchor, no matter what is happening around you. As you continue to live from this place of soul awareness, you'll notice a shift not just within yourself, but in the world around you. People will begin to respond differently to your energy. Opportunities will start to flow into your life with ease, as you align with your true purpose. This is the power of living in harmony with your soul. You stop resisting life, and instead, you work with it, co-creating with the universe to manifest your highest potential. In this state, you become a light for others. Your presence alone can uplift those around you. Without needing to preach or persuade, your very being radiates peace, wisdom, and love. People may not always understand it, but they'll feel it. This is the ripple effect of awakening. Your light touches others, and it inspires them to awaken to their own true nature. As you walk this path, remember that it's not about reaching a final destination. Awakening is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process of growth and discovery. Each day brings new opportunities to deepen your connection with your soul, to live more fully from your authentic self, and to share your light with the world. Whether it's meditation, prayer, self-inquiry, or simply being mindful in your daily life, these practices are the tools that will keep you connected to your true nature. As you continue to explore, remain open to the wisdom of the universe, knowing that every experience, every lesson, is leading you closer to your own divine truth. This is your journey of awakening, and it's uniquely yours. Embrace it with an open heart and a fearless spirit, knowing that you are supported by a force far greater than yourself. You are the soul, eternal and infinite, here to experience, to learn, and to grow. As you embrace this journey of awakening, you begin to realize that life is not happening to you, but for you. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, holds a hidden gift, a lesson that can help you grow and evolve. When you view life through the lens of your soul, you no longer feel like a victim of circumstances. Instead, you recognize yourself as a co-creator of your reality, empowered to make conscious choices that align with your higher purpose. This shift in awareness allows you to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear or resistance. When something unexpected happens, you pause, reflect, and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How is this helping me grow? Even in moments of difficulty, you find strength in knowing that everything is unfolding according to a divine plan, one that is always working in your favor. Even if it's not immediately clear, this is where trust becomes essential. Trusting the universe means trusting the timing of your life. It means letting go of the need to control every detail and allowing things to unfold naturally. Sometimes, the path to your highest good may take unexpected twists and turns, but when you trust the process, you remain open to receiving what's truly meant for you. You'll notice that when you stop forcing outcomes, life flows more effortlessly. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to present themselves, people who are aligned with your purpose come into your life. And situations that once caused stress start to resolve themselves in ways you couldn't have planned. This is the magic of trusting the universe. You let go of struggle, and instead, you allow yourself to be guided by a higher wisdom. As you deepen your trust, you may also notice a shift in your desires. Rather than wanting things out of fear or lack, you begin to desire what feels aligned with your soul. Your desires become more about fulfillment, joy, and contribution, rather than external validation or material success. You no longer chase things to fill a void because you realize that everything you need is already within you. This doesn't mean you stop pursuing your goals or dreams, it means you pursue them from a place of inner abundance rather than scarcity. When you move from a place of abundance, your actions become inspired, your energy becomes magnetic, and you attract what's truly aligned with your soul's purpose. You realize that success is not about the destination, but about the journey, and each step you take is filled with meaning and purpose, and along the way, you'll encounter moments of synchronicity, those seemingly random events that feel like divine intervention. These moments are signs that you are in tune with the universe, that you are moving in the right direction. Pay attention to them, as they are the universe's way of guiding and affirming your path. As you continue to trust, surrender, and align with your soul, you may also feel called to release old patterns, beliefs, or relationships that no longer serve you. This is a natural part of the process. Just as a tree sheds its leaves in autumn to prepare for new growth, you too must let go of what no longer resonates with your higher self. This can be challenging, especially when it involves people or situations you've held on to for a long time, but trust that this release is necessary for your evolution. The more you let go of what doesn't serve you, the more space you create for what does. New opportunities, relationships, and experiences will enter your life that are more aligned with your true self. You'll start to feel lighter, freer, and more in tune with the flow of life. This is the beauty of surrendering to the universe. You make space for miracles to unfold. In this state of surrender, you begin to realize that you are never alone. There is always a higher force, a divine presence, guiding you, supporting you, and loving you unconditionally. Whether you call it God, the universe, spirit, or your higher self, this force is always working in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. When you open yourself up to this connection, you experience a profound sense of peace and comfort, knowing that you are divinely supported on your journey. This connection also deepens your sense of purpose. You start to see that your life is not just about your own personal growth, but about contributing to the greater good. You realize that your unique gifts, talents, and experiences are meant to be shared with the world, and that by doing so, you can uplift and inspire others. This is where true fulfillment lies, not in what you accumulate, but in what you give and how you make a positive impact on the lives of others. As you step into your purpose, you may feel a calling to serve in ways that you hadn't imagined before. Whether it's through your work, your relationships, or your creative expression, you begin to see every aspect of your life as an opportunity to share your light. And as you do, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of love, kindness, and transformation. Remember, this journey is ongoing. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty, but these are all part of the process. Each time you face a challenge, it's an opportunity to deepen your trust, to let go of old patterns, and to align even more fully with your soul. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that the universe is always guiding you toward your highest good. You are the creator of your reality, and when you live in alignment with your soul, you co-create with the universe in a way that is magical, fulfilling, and deeply purposeful. So trust the process, let go of what no longer serves you, and allow yourself to be guided by the divine. Your journey is unfolding perfectly, and every step you take is leading you closer to your true self.